it's time for 3 for week 3. These are just a random assortment of things that we want to bring up and talk about na wala naman talaga silang specific na paglalagyan in the grander scheme of things. Para wala na explanation, sisimulan ko na. Alright? Here's my 3 for week 3 and we'll start with entrances. Okay? Ito yung top 3 favorite team entrances ko. Tapos susunod si Uomi, tapos si Carlos. Alright? One entrance that I really enjoyed, guys, ewan ko lang kung natawarin kayo dito, is yung sabay-sabay na pagkaldag ng TNC. I did not expect this from them. Honestly, alam kong kalog yung mga players na yan. I've handled some of them personally, good friends of mine. Pero, hindi ko alam kung anong idea to. Kung sino nagsabing, guys, kakaldag tayo. Tapos lahat sila bigay na bigay. Look at this. Si Escalera, si Cram. Tahimik lang yung si Cram, pero nakakatuwa. Alright? So, my second favorite entrance, I believe we all said this. We all said na favorite namin to, is si... Ano pangalan no?
Si Azzy, pre.
There you go. The dog has a name. Name's Azzy. Aso to ni Kenji ng RSG. Pero ang may hawak sa video ay si Demon Kite. Tapos dun sa isang video, si Exort. Si Kuya Exort. Yan. This is what led them to beat Blacklist. Pero masaya ako kasi seryoso to RSG eh. Medyo seryoso sila. So the fact that they played around with an entrance, it helps. And then last but not least, syempre, medyo kinilibutan ako nung nakita ko to. First time I was there, I casted this match. Tribute to V-Wise, Blacklist International. Si Dexstar ang bagong Reyna, tapos Wise yung mga kasama niya. I really hope that they recover, man. I really hope that they find a new style and then just embrace it. So namimiss ko na eh. Onsing laro bago matalo, namimiss ko na. Alright? So let's talk about my 3 surprises. Let's bring up 3 surprises from week number 3. And it's not too crazy, right? They're all team related. First, nagulat ako na back-to-back na sweep ang RSG. RSG is actually super strong in my eyes week 1 and week 2. Pero wala, iba talaga. Iba talaga ang galawan ng LAN, guys. So, when RSG got swept twice back-to-back, nagulat ako doon. Alright? Next up, Omega going on a win streak. So, itong dalawang surprise na to, medyo related sila dahil LAN buff is real or LAN debuff is real too. So, dahil dito, na-establish ang Barangay Omega. Super happy for them. One shot. And then last but not least, I'm surprised that Bren is still winless. It's mabigat. Because I'd like to believe I'm a fan of Bren and I want to support them all the way. Pero week 3, this is tough. Alright? Alam na nila yun. I don't want to add any more pressure. Alam na nila Coach Dax. Alam na nila Coach Paolo. And everyone, management, they know what's up. So, just hoping na makarecover sila week 4. Alright? And then last but not least, let's go into my top 3 teams for this week. Number 1, Echo. Still, favorite ko pa rin Echo. Sobrang entertaining. TNC, I really think there's something there. Sila yung team na parang matatalo sila isang linggo, tapos ayusin nila the next. And then they'll stay on top. So, pattern's still there. I still believe in TNC. And last but not least, Omega. Barangay Omega. Woo! Yun lang. Ang saya ko panoorin. Ang saya lang panoorin pag live, pag LAN, and sana tuloy-tuloy. Alright? So these are my top 3 teams. 3 for week 3. Omi, ikaw naman, man. Take us through your favorite team entrances. I think we shared a couple, right?
Yeah, team entrances ba yung una natin?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like nakalimutan ko na kung ano yung sinabi ko. So flash mo na lang muna yung una and I'll tell you why. It's one of my favorite. Direct. Pero sure ako isa dyan yung aso. Yes, exactly. RSG Azzy. This is something na talagang very cute. I think first of all entrances that actually featured a team pet. So, ako mahilig ako sa mga pusa and I like cute animals in general. So, having a cute animal in this game na pinanalo ng RSG, definitely one of my favorites. Let's go on to the next one, which I think, ito, hulaan ko yung sarili kong favorite, to Echo Avengers. They were one of the first few teams that played around with their entrances and kitang-kita yung playful personalities ng Echo dito. All of them had like a superhero in mind. ang pinag-iisipan ko lang is sino si Trey Martizzi because I don't recall anybody with that post sa Avengers or any superhero. So, yun na yung tanong, sino si Trey Martizzi? Then next is, let's flash that. Of course, this one. Imposibleng wala to sa listahan ng mga tao ngayon because this is something that is very close to the Philippine World Champions. Kumbaga, alam natin kung gaano kalaki ang contributions ng VYs sa Philippine esports with going back-to-back with World Championships and all. So, having their team showing up with their symbols, with their signature poses, is something that gave me like a flashback, me personally, a flashback of what they did sa esports natin dito sa Pilipinas and what the team is doing right now, yung pag-honor nila sa VY. So, that's my top 3 favorite entrances. Punta naman tayo sa top 3 surprises of this week. Number 3, I think number 1 I did is yung RSG Light, RSG Nats. I'll touch on that konti lang. I am releasing something I wrote for Esports Inquirer about these two. Nats, na-overshadow siya ni Demon Kite nung Season 8. They're both rookies, pero puro si Demon Kite pinag-uusapan. But right now, Nats is showing everybody na mas disiplinado na siya and he knows his job better and he does it better. Like, yung growth niya fundamental. Hindi siya yung growth na biglang naging flashy. Yung growth niya is he's doing the same things that he does last season, except better. Light, on the other hand, I criticized him for not knowing how to play from behind, and now he knows it. Like, one gap of his play style before turned into one of his strengths. Siyempre, pinakita mo na yung direct yung sunod natin is Bren Esports still winless. Something na alam naman nating lahat na very unfortunate for the Bren Esports family. And I'm just hoping that they could recover. Hopefully yung jitters na binabanggit ni Coach Ducky and Coach Paolo Expert, maklaro na nila entering next week. Then our last surprise is, of course, the Jungle Chou pickup, which I think was very controversial for a lot of people. Sabi nga nila is mukha daw match fixing, in which case, I don't think so. When you have the chance to get 3 points, you get it. You don't want to not get 3 points in the regular season. Siyempre, gusto mong makakuha ng mas madaming points para mas okay yung pwesto mo sa playoffs. So, I think Jungle Chou supposed to work. They lost this game mainly because Blacklist played well. For the people who calls it as match fixing, I don't think you get it. I don't think you get how regular season works. There's no match fixing.
Wait lang. So, to divert the discussion away from match fixing, may legitimacy kasi to behind the concept of Jungle Chou, right? So, chat is going crazy. Kanina pa yan, mga 30 minutes na. Pa-explain Jungle Chou! Pa-explain Jungle Chou! Okay, game. Para dun sa mga hindi may alam, yung kit ni Chou ay kamukha ng isa pang kit ng isa pang mas matandang MOBA, alright? It's well known it's a PC MOBA. It's a character named Lee Sin, na yung ult niya, ganun din. 'Di ba? Parang sisipain niya, palayo. And basically, that's a pick-off. That is a pick-off mechanic. And pag tinignan mo naman yung kit ni Chou, it's very damage-based, right? Like, just the way that the meta evolved and yung talino lang talaga ng mga players natin all over the world, dictated na he's more of a tank or more of a side laner. Pero itong Jungle Chou, the reason why it's 50-50 is because one,
you need
he's very mobile. Sorry, you're saying?
Yeah, you need the flicker to
okay,
make
yan yung negative. Sorry, I was gonna say, yan yung negative. So, inuna na ni Iwam yung negative. He needs the flicker to place the ult. Pero, kaya siya okay din kasi guys, is because he's so mobile, his damage is crazy if you build it right, and he can find the specific targets he needs kahit walang flicker. Kasi nga sobrang dami niyang dash. Para siyang yin na hindi kailangan kumain ng tao or na, I don't know. The reason why it's also very crazy is people will say it's match fixing is because nobody really ever did it. Nobody brought it to this level just yet. Pero legit, I have very vivid memories of Wise playing it on ranked. Right? So, I don't know. That's my take. That's my take on Jungle Chou. You need a lot of burst. Feeling ko, kinulang na ng burst bagya yung RSG. And then I think they also need they need the opponent's draft to fit. Hindi pumasok dun eh. Magaling nga pumusisyon si Kevier. So Blacklist didn't allow it because they know it was coming. They've seen it before. Real quick, Uomi ka, man. Talk about Jungle Chou real quick para lang yung chat.
Real quick,
meron silang
I would say
input.
Almost same stuff from you guys. Ang unang idadagdag ko lang siguro at huling idadagdag ko is that Jungle Chou would work against immobile lineups. Ang kalaban niya Lancelot, guys. So kaya hindi siya gumana. So expect na may time na makikita natin yung Jungle Chou and maybe that time gagana siya and baka hindi na tatawaging match fixing. But honestly, it just pisses me off that some people call it match fixing because all of our teams are very professional. I would defend any team na magsasabi ng match fixing if alam ko naman na hindi nila na alam kong kaya nilang pagganahin.
Yeah. Carlos, man, you ever thought of writing about this? Unless you already have. What are your thoughts on Jungle Chou?
All right, here are my thoughts about Jungle Chou. Okay, first, regarding the match fixing, I disagree with that, okay? Because Coach Panda, come on, there's no way. There's no way. There's totally no way he's going to think about throwing game number 2 or giving Blacklist a chance. No way. He's a very professional guy, and he wants to win. He literally wants to win. Okay, I've seen his body language in season 4 when things were on a collapse. He has that drive and hunger to win, even if things were spiraling downward. Regarding the Jungle Chou, okay, to add to what you guys said, I mean, you guys made good points. To add to what you guys said, the reason why nahirapan si Demon Kite in this game is because si Haji, nababasa niya yung galaw ni Demon Kite.
And
of course,
yes.
Because Haji's a Chou master, I mean, without a doubt. And he has really good teammates as well, like Dexter with the Edith, makes sense to shut him down. Edward with the glue was there to shut him down. But, you know, that Jungle Chou makes sense because if you look at Blacklist's roster, all right, they have so many zonal capabilities. So you want that Chou as like a counter zoning hero to give Clint, because Clint is definitely going to be your primary damage dealer for Emma. You want to give him so much space. So the best way to give him that space is you have that Mathilda and then you have that Chou to like provide the additional zonal expertise with the phobias. So there, just a simple explanation.
Yeah. Okay, so yun nga eh. Kapag magja-jungle Chou, guys, basically, ang dami pang isipin. And Chat's right. It's a utility jungle. Even if he does have damage, you have to build him around the way of the dragon. Maka-pick off kayo isang malupit, that's the real use of it. So again, Demon Kite, pinapakita niya dito talaga na yung roots niya is like, wise. You're onto something. Alright, Uwami, sorry, I hate to disrupt your 3 for week 3. Close us up with your top 3 teams.
Yeah, top 3 teams quite easy. So top 3 teams in standings right now. We have TNC, RSG, and I think the other one is, of course, Echo. Tama ba? Labas na natin yung tatlo. Direct.
Matik.
Yeah, Matic na yan. Like, those are the strongest teams right now, and stats don't lie.
Imagine kung nanalo pa yung Jungle Chou, no?
Yeah. Like, I would say, like, siguro yung TNC, RSG, pwede mong pagpalit yun eh. Pwede ngang interchangeable yan, but undisputed, number 1, Echo.
So fun to watch these teams. Season 9. Also the struggle though. I appreciate the teams never giving up and still keeping up a positive attitude on social media. Carlos, run us through your top 3 for week 3. Start with the entrances. I don't enjoy mo doon.
Alright, okay. So here are my top 3 team entrances. Okay, my number 1 and number 2 is the opposite of Yomi, okay? So my number 1 is the Echo PH Avengers pose. And the reason why I like this is because you can see the chemistry, the camaraderie, as well as the confidence from Echo PH. Like, they didn't show any form of hesitancy, or they didn't show any form of cringy facial expressions like compared to other teams. That's why I put this at number 1. Okay. Number 2, okay, it's gonna be RSGPH with the dog. Okay, we all placed this. I actually like this pose because I saw a different side of RSG. Because like in the previous day when I saw RSG doing their intro poses, they were kind of super shy and socially awkward. So I wasn't really expecting them to pull this off, and they did. I mean, they got that confidence with a dog. You could just call this a dog buff for them. And then, although I felt like this could have been number 1 if they capitalized on this dog furthermore. Like, kunwari si Aqua, he has that evil genius vibe. So I was thinking, what if he brings the dog and puts it in his arm like this, say, with the shades in his face, and be like,
Pag pusa yan eh. Pusa yan eh. Pag villain, pusa yan eh.
but still, it might be a good concept for RSG to try for next week. Okay. And then my third would be, okay, it's Blacklist, hands down. Okay, the tribute is there. I mean, sure, Dexter may not be as jaw-dropping as Oh My Venus in doing the crown pose, but we can't deny the legacy of Blacklist International. It has to be there. And not to mention, it was able to bridge other communities. Okay, the Oh My Lexi and the Dexter pose, when they placed it side by side. Oh my, I was
Lexi.
Grabe, hindi ko mapigilan yung tawa ko nung nakita ko yun. But it just shows you a deeper level of respect for the two communities, which I really admire, just caused by this photo. All right, so those are my top 3 entrances. Moving on, let's go to my top 3 surprises. Okay, I actually forgot what my first surprise is. So Derek, can you just please show it to me? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Land Atmosphere. That was I already mentioned it earlier. The experience is totally different. I mean, when I heard the Shoutcasters in week 3, it is way different from week 1 and week 2. Okay, it's super different. Like I saw some comments saying na walang buhay yung Shoutcasters, pero I disagree. Definitely not. I was there in person. Like Santi was with his body language, it makes you want to root for him more because you can clearly see he's got that passion to be in that main stage. And then I wasn't able to look at the English desk kasi naka-cover siya. There's so much TV screens in front of me, so I wasn't able to take a glance on the English desk. But I could hear, I'm not sure if this was Midnight or si Reptar, pero yung sigaw nila nung dumating yung digi ni Yawi sa Echo versus RSG, like sabi na, whoa! I'm like, man, this is something that I really miss about the LAN atmosphere. Like, you can clearly see na lahat nagbabuff. Okay, players and then the casters as well. So it was definitely a surprise. Okay, Direct, thank you so much for showing this in advance. So Omega with the resurgence, I mean, I already mentioned earlier na I had really low hopes for Omega after what happened in week 1 and week 2, but they finally found that chemistry. I mean, I was able to interview Pakbet, like their secret formula about how they were able to recover. It actually came from like a personal issue from Etomax. He had to deal with family problems, and when that was addressed already, all of a sudden Pakbet was like, welcome back, Etomax. You need to synergize with Ryzen and Chaknu. Okay, because in the previous weeks, Omega looked lost. But here, they look more decisive. Like Etomax with the arrow, Chaknu with the CC prowess, and then Ryzen with the finishing touches. The one-on-one against Kyrie. My God, that I have to salute. Like, Kyrie is one of the best junglers, and for Ryzen to chase him just shows you that his confidence is back, that Omega is definitely back in a new beginning. Definitely. All right. My third surprise. Okay, it's Blacklist International. I'm actually surprised that Blacklist International was able to rediscover their identity, okay? It's not perfect, okay? It's not perfect. Like, there are some flaws in their game plan. I mean, the Lolita pick is one, because it's clearly evident that it's like the only option for Blacklist, although they did show that Edith. But you have to understand that Dexter hasn't played for like 2 years. So you might as well give him like one of those heroes that is perfectly suited for Blacklist and a hero that he could potentially master. So I mean, the lack of mechanical skills, you can make that up by some good decision making and choosing that Lolita. That's a good start. Okay, and I'm hoping that they could build up to that and introduce more heroes in their arsenal. And then Kevier's like performance in week 3 is good. Okay, it's not the best. It's not yet like super wise level, but it's good. Okay, I finally saw the real Kevir. Because in the previous 2 weeks, I don't know who Kevir was.
Fake Kevir.
Oh my god.
Real Kevir.
No, Kev, yes. Okay. Right now, it's still Kevir. We're still hoping it could reach Kev, yes. I mean, he's already with the Ling, with the Hayabusa. That's where Kevir is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
kudos to Bonchan for finally discovering the right piece for Kevir. Okay, moving on.
Top teams.
My top teams. Okay, my top teams. I'm not sure if I still remember it. Number one's Echo. Okay, hands down. It can never be denied. What they've done in the previous weeks, execution is flawless. Uyomi compared them to Blacklist. I personally compared them to like Bren nung season 6 or season 5 na masayang panoorin. You know, that's my comparison for Echo. And number 2 for me will be Omega. Wait, am I right? Is it Omega? Yes, Omega.
Grabe. Taas ah.
Yeah, because the way they perform, really phenomenal. Like, they finally discovered their identity. They're able to address some issues in the boot camp. Props to them. Props to Coach Pakbet. Okay, I once thought that Pakbet might not be, might have a poor time catching up, but he's finally shown he's back. Okay, third is TNC because they've been playing really well recently. There's no denying it. Right, so there.
Lupet. Okay, so the only real again, kahit top teams na ni Carlos, meron pa ring surprise. Omega at number 2. That's how strong and that's how well they performed and recovered in week 3 going into the LAN situation. Real quick, before we go into a break, sa pagbabalik, it's going to be power rankings and guest coin. Just want to share a little bit of what our chat is talking about. Surprises. Sabi ni Herandel dito, yung Aulus and Diggy ng Echo na hindi na feed. Okay? So the man who introduced Diggy feed into the Philippines, si Arcadia, nakagawa na naman ng bagong Diggy na hindi feed. So, yeah, that's something that we should talk about and study again. Dahil sabi nga ni Carlos, sumisigaw si Midnight or si Reptar about it. Looking back, maybe there is more to look into it. Alright? At your service, my name is Leo. Thank you for watching this recall segment. If you want to see more, click like and subscribe to Covenry.